This is starting to make a little bit of, starting to get some traction here, which it seems a bit of a stretch. But the whole Lagway thing on reclassifying to 2023, long story short, is it possible? It's always possible. This kid can take a bunch of classes, come in for the summer, redshirt his freshman year. It sounds really, really good. It sounds incredible, right? Here's what it also sounds like. It sounds like Florida being selfish because we fucked up a recruiting cycle and we dropped the ball on not being more active in the portal, but because we thought we had something that we didn't. So now we want to force a kid to rush his progress because of it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it. It sounds great. I love it. I would love it as a fan. But if I'm DJ Lagway's dad, and if I'm DJ Lagway, like, look, do I really need to make that much of a rush? Should I get I'll get to go redshirt. I'll get to go play underneath 3 quarterbacks at Florida, but you're not going to get any playing time. You're going to redshirt. Or do I go play for a high school that's pretty damn good, get actual reps in, and go work on these stats and work on my NIL evaluation? Now, there is one part to this. I don't think DJ Lagway is about the money. I really don't. However, it's still a business. I think he's a smart business kid, man, and he can't collect anything in Texas right now. So he could do what Quinn Ewers did at Texas and come hang out at Florida for his freshman year and sell some merch and create content and that way. But I don't think that's his end goal. So is there really that much of a benefit for him to leave that early? I don't think so. And so Johnny makes a good point. Ewers did it and it looks good. So there's two sides. I think it could work. I mean, I just think that he's in a good position at Willis, Texas. Personally, I would love it. I really would. But I think that for me, the reason why I think I'm being hesitant because it feels like the noise is now starting to come up for selfish reasons, and not in a negative sense, but it's just like we as fans were like, we need something, we need help, and it's like, all right, DJ, like, hurry your shit up.
Which I feel puts Billy in a position where, all right, so you got Graham Mertz, you've got Miller.
We have 3 scholarship quarterbacks. 3 scholarship quarterbacks: right. Mertz, Miller, and Max Brown, who's not even going to be playing spring ball because I'm pretty sure he's playing in baseball. So basically, Mertz and Miller, and then he wants a preferred walk-on. So I've been stretching out. I've been loosening up.
So I mean, look, that's a tough one. It does feel weird to try to push a kid through high school as fast as possible to get him into. But I understand, like, get him into your nutrition program, your weight training program. That's just it just feels like you're doing something aggressive and obtuse and just awkward in order to fill a gap where you failed internally.
Look, if DJ comes out,
I don't know if I would want that.
Sorry, if DJ comes out and says he wants to, I mean, I'm all in for it. But it feels like we, the fans, and the guys that are covering it, we're creating the narrative. That's the part I don't like. If he's like, hey, like, if he reaches out to Billy, it's like, hey, I see you got a situation here. What's up? Then I'm all in. Like, I love it. I look, personally, selfishly, I love it. I think it's great because I see the benefit. I think there's a ton of benefits that are behind it. But I also see, like, look, if it feels forced, if it feels rushed, then there is some negative that could come with it. I think it's got to be a decision that obviously comes from DJ and his father of like, look, we've done a lot of great things here. Pretty head on school. I can knock this thing out. We can go down there in the summer and get this ball rolling pretty damn quick. Go to Friday Night Lights, start recruiting early. If we can go and have they wouldn't be there for the orange and blue game, but I'm trying to think of like how could this help for recruiting as well, right? If he goes early, I think that solidifies 2024 recruiting a little bit better because they're like, yeah, this guy's definitely committed. But it just feels like, again, I think you can make the argument of him being at Florida for a year early would help his career, but I can also argue that getting actual reps, even though it's high school, I understand that you get another year with pressure, you get another year of trying to prove yourself versus just going through practice reps. I think there's something there that could be missed if you were to leave early.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's also consider the fact that he is the leader of his high school team, and leadership shows in how that team plays. I don't have any doubt that Lagway is a leader. I don't have any doubt in his physical abilities, but do you not almost want to give him another year to show how he can galvanize a team and lead a team? And there's some intangibles, some things that you don't put on paper, that having him in his senior year go through those motions, show you what you're working with, and he walks in, bringing essentially a glorified junior into your locker room might have some long-term future like goals, and some you check some boxes. I just don't know. I mean, again, this is it's not a statistical thing. It's an off the numbers, the books. Which one's better, the high school development for that senior year and leading a team, or bring a kid into a locker room full of 22-year-olds? Which one is more beneficial for him?
Devil Dog says Lagway was already trying to graduate early before all of this. So look, I mean, if that's the case, then like I said, I'm all in. So I find myself I could play both sides of this very easily. So yeah, let the kid play his senior year. That's kind of where I'm at too, Cody. I think people underestimate. I think this is me taking the sports part out of it. We rush these kids way too damn soon. We make them get jobs way too early. Kids feel like they got to get a job at 16, 15, now 17. My little brothers did it. I told them not to. People probably told me to. I don't think I never really had that advice of not to work. I always felt like I was, was always ready to rock and roll. But you have your whole life to work. And I know we hear it, but we don't understand it. And I think we misunderstand the value of going to high school all 4 years and being around your friends and being around other kids like yourself, going to prom, going to the high school events. There's value in that you can't recreate that. You will never get that back. And as cool as it sounds to go to all this early and be hungry, and I love all that, take an extra 8 months to enjoy your childhood, because you're going to have your whole life to rock and roll.